Now we are going to see properties of division. Now we are going to see the properties of division. The first property, any number is divided by itself gives 1 as the quotient. 12 is to 12. So 12 divided by 12 is equal to 1. I'll repeat once again. Properties of division. First property, any number divided by itself gives 1 as the quotient. That means Q means quotient. 12 is divided by 12. You can get 1. So any number divided by itself. So any number means I am taking example 12. So 12 is divided itself means what is this? Any number means I have taken 12 as example. Itself means what? The same number. Itself means what? The same number. So 12 is divided by 12. You can get what? 1. So 1 is a quotient. For example, the first one, any number I have written 50 is divided by 50. You can get what? 1. Okay, you can get 1. That means itself means what? Same number. Itself means what? Same number. Itself means same number. Same number. This is a any number. This is any number is divided by itself. You can get what? 1. Any number is divided by itself, the same number. Any number is divided by the same number, you can get 1. Or any number is divided by itself, you can get 1. Okay, 1 is a quotient. This is a quotient. Q means quotient. So okay, O-T-I-E-N-T is a quotient. Okay, next one is, for example, 100 is divided by 100, you can get 1. 1 as a quotient. 25 is divided by 25, you can get 1. Next, 25, you can get 25, you can get what? 1. Again, that means next 16 is divided by 16, you can get what? 1. Another example, that is 1250 is divided by 1250, you can get 1. So this is the example for the sum. Next, that means example for not for the sum, example for the first property. That is any number is divided by itself gives 1 as the quotient. Q is a quotient. So that is what? 12 is to 12, you can get 1. I am giving more examples. So kindly look at this. 50 is divided by 50, any number 50, and what? Any number is divided by itself means same number. So if 50 is divided by 50, 1 as a quotient. 100 is divided by 100, 1 as a quotient. 25 is divided by 20, 1 as a quotient. And 16 is divided by 16, 1 is a quotient. 1250 is divided by 1250, you can get what? Even 1. 10,000 is divided by 10,000, you can get 1. 125 is divided by 125, you can get 1. This is the what? First property example. What is the first property? Any number is divided by itself, the quotient is 1. Any number is divided by itself, you can get the quotient as 1. That is what? The first property. Next, any number is divided by 1 gives the what? It gives the number itself as the quotient. That is 14 is divided by 1, you can get 14. That's different. This any number is divided by 1 gives the number itself. Itself means the same number. So for example, this is the first one, first property. Next is second property example. That is 14 is divided by 1, you can get what? 14. So any number is divided by 1, you can get the same number, that is 14. For example, that is 500 is divided by 1, you can get what? The same number, 500. 1000 is divided by 1, you can get what? 1000. So any number is divided by 1, you can get the same number. Itself means same number. Then 200 is divided by 1, you can get 200. For example, 200 is not 200. For example, what? This is 1000. 14 is divided by 1 is equal to 14. 500 is divided by 1 is equal to 500. 1000 is divided by 1, you can get 1000. And 200 is divided by 1 is equal to 200. For example, what is this? 125 is divided by 125 is divided by 1, you can get what? 125. For example, 100 is divided by 1, you can get 100. So these are the example of the second property. Second property, any number is divided by 1 gives the number itself as the quotient. That is 14 divided by 1, you can get 14. That is what? This is the example. So any number is divided by 1 gives the what? Same number itself. So that is the property. 14 is divided by 1, you can get 14. 500 divided by 1 equal to 500. 1000 is divided by 1 equal to get 1000. And 200 divided by 1 equal to 200. 125 divided by 1 you can get 125. 100 is divided by 1 you can get 100. This is the second property. And you cannot divide by 0. You cannot divide by 0. That is 100 is divided by 0. It is not, you cannot define. You cannot define. It is not divide. Okay. So any number is divided by 0. That means the property, it cannot define the property. That is what is the exact meaning means you cannot divide by 0. You cannot divide by 0. For example, 100 is divided by 0. You cannot define. You cannot define. It is not measurable. Okay. That is what the meaning. You cannot divide by 0. This is the major property. You cannot define by what? You cannot define or you cannot divide by 0. Okay, 100 is divided by 0, you cannot define. That means there is no meaning for it. That is, you cannot divide by 0. Okay, you cannot divide by 0. For example, 0 is divided by any number, you can get 0. Okay, 0 is divided by any number, you can get 0. 0 is divided by any number, you can get 0. This is also one property. It is a quotient. Okay, it becomes as a quotient. For example, 0 is divided by 25, you can get 0. Or 0 is divided by 100, you can get what? 0. 0 is divided by 1000, you can get 0 as a quotient. 0 is divided by 100 means what you get? 0 as a quotient. Okay, and 0 is divided by 40, 0 is a quotient. For example, 0 is divided by 25, you can get 0. 0 is divided by 40, you can get 0. 0 is divided by 100, you can get 0 as a quotient. Okay, this also a property, but basically you cannot divide by 0. It's a general property because that means any number. For example, if I am giving 100, 100 is divided by 0 means it is no, you cannot define. You cannot define because 0 cannot be defined. 0 cannot be divided. Okay, you cannot divide by 0. So 100 is divided by 0. You cannot get any answer because 0 cannot divide by, you cannot divide by 0. 0, that means it's very important. You cannot divide by 0. You cannot divide by 0. So any number cannot divide by 0. Any number cannot divide by 0. I'll repeat it, keep on telling you. You cannot divide by 0. Any number cannot divide by 0. Okay, that is because it is not defined and it is not measurable. Then, and 0 is divided by 25. 0 is divided by any number, you can get 0. 0 is divided by any number, you can get 0 always. That means 0 divided by 100, you can get 0. And 0 divided by 25 as a quotient as 0. 0 is divided by 100, you can get 0 as a quotient. 0 is divided by 25, you can get 0 as a quotient. 0 is divided by 1000, that is 0 is divided by 1000. You can get answer is 0 as a quotient. Okay, that is very, very important. 0 is divided by 1, you can get 0 as a quotient. 0 divided by 10, you can get the answer 0 as a quotient. 0 is divided by 1000, you can get 0 as a quotient. 0 is divided by 10,000, you can get 0 as a quotient. So don't forget it. Okay.